Before I start this video might be insulting to some and be offensive to some because it might go against your cause and such. And I want to be talking about like stuff like Black Lives Matter and global climate change and such, and social rights and freedom of speech, and people don't want to hear that. They always like left wing agenda. So if you wanna only hear that, go watch another video. I don't care. So after watching a video by YouTuber Trinity Nicole, yeah, bright young black woman. I started to think she mentioned some stuff about like defund the police and how it's bad and her and how like how celebrities and people might be like talking about like, oh, like we should defund the police, but these are the people who, but they're the ones who are like getting all the security protection and stuff. If there was no police around, they wouldn't be affected because security is protecting them. Well, so I thought of that. So this is my breakdown of some. So one is, so basically if you are a minor, anyone who is under 19 years of age, they won't listen to you. The media and the rest of the world, they won't listen to you. So speaking of, let's go back to 2017. Greta Thunberg. She wrote a speech about like climate change and like how like the politicians are doing a bad job of it, and I technically 100% agree. Yeah, people aren't doing a proper job. There could be like people who are like acting like climate change ain't a thing and it's all like a hoax and such, but let's look at California right now. And Silicon Valley. You know, around the west. Oh, it is everywhere. It is on fire. The temperatures are like way higher than they should be. So also, like if you don't already know, Amazon rainforest is on fire again. Only because the presidents of like the countries around it, they're like just be doing a bad job, and like they said like, yeah, let's just cut some trees down for like more land job production and such. They do rather like make more buildings than actually like preserve a like the most world known forest that has been there for thousands of years. And I'm quite sure this is kind of absurd, but Siberia, let's look at Siberia, Russia right now. So Siberia is like basically like this, which is the northern part of Russia. It is the coldest place that you should go, and the temperature is like -50. Yet the people there are like, they know how to handle it. So every day, people like walk around with jackets around wearing, because the temperature is always cold there, always. Yet there has been like a fire, and no one seems to care. That is outside of Siberia. So the Amazon is on fire and the Siberia is on fire, but no one actually like wants to like donate money to help like put them out. What's wrong with you people? Secondly, topic number 2. Black Lives Matter. So if you said like you said I don't support Black Lives Matter, but I support like Black lives and all lives, yeah, they would be you'd be considered racist, especially if you were so to a black person. If a black person said it, they'd be like, "You're not black anymore." If anyone else said it, or who's not black, they'd call you a racist. How do I know this? I've been the victim of one. So I just like said I don't support Black Lives Matter. I just something is fishy about it, and I support all lives. Like it shouldn't. And Lil Wayne has said it. You didn't put a name on it, so like, no, my life matters. It doesn't matter, especially to my bitches. That's what he said. Especially like celebrities are using that platform like and they to like social media platforms to use it like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, especially Instagram, and they will literally degrade anyone who speaks out against them. Entertainment companies like the Cartoon Network, they also did that once. I once got I commented negatively on one of the posts because they were advertising Black Lives Matter, and the problem is because like if someone you don't know who is like using a social media account. You could be a kid. I know kids who are like using Instagram right now, and if they see something like this, and they go political, and they'll lose friends, guaranteed. So I just like defended myself, and then someone attacked me, and then someone defended me, and another person defended me. Yeah. Let's see. Defund the police. Let's see. Okay, that's what we wanted to talk about. So the police are here. So one cop does a bad job, but that does not mean everyone is like that person. So it's like the same thing as like just because of someone is of one race did something bad, that doesn't mean everyone else is the same. No, we are not. Everyone has a different way of thinking, and yeah. So if the police, so if you defund the police, so so this is what I want to talk about. This so if you honestly expect that social media, like uh, social workers like to go up against gangs, killers, people who cause homicide, thugs, and other kind of criminals, and they would automatically these bad guys would automatically pull out their guns and start popping. What's popping? And start shooting at people, and do these people know how to like train themselves to defend against people like this, like the cops do? They do not. So they defund the police. It was originally in the USA, but now it's made its way into Canada. And let's just say the police have caught and done some good job. The police over here, and Have done some good, did some good job like keeping illegal drug transporters out of the country. Out of the country, like we arrested them, illegal firearms. We put them back and we arrested people. And also there was like a guy who did tried to do like a homicide on somebody, and they arrested that person. And people who are like speeding every day. At least so like maximum speed on the highway is like 100, but people are going on 120. Okay, that's okay, acceptable. But if anyone I've seen people go 150 or like and then these are people who are like get immediately arrested by the OPP for speeding. Speeding ticket, and then some people have lost. Yeah. And there have been some people who almost drove at 200 kilometers, which is speedy, too fast. And these are mostly people who like drive expensive cars that you can go like fast on, like and. Yeah, they learned their lesson not to. And then and also another one I want to mention is because of some people are like millennials, the newest ones, Gen Z. I am one of them. Someone called me and then there's like people from the baby boomers, and then there was like generation, and then a couple generations before Z. So yeah, someone. Yeah, someone just completely mistook my age instead of even looking at my profile, and yeah, that was big humiliation for that person. She really had it coming. So some people will go like they won't even listen to you, like they'll like just instead like they'll try to cut you off and stuff, and because especially the millennials, they have like or people like who are like super rich and famous, and they have no respect for like other people and only about themselves. So just because we speak differently and think differently nowadays, because everything's getting more advanced and such. But so basically, if you were like someone who were born in the baby boomer era, which is like 1940 to 1960 something. I think it was 1965. Yeah. So and if you had decided to have a conversation with someone who was a millennial, then they would start hating on you. and to try to like insult somebody and get out of a conversation, they'll call them a like baby boomer. They call me a boomer and such. And someone coming, and I remember someone calling me a millennial one time, and bruh, I was born in 2001. I was born in 2009. And also media, all the media and outlets are unfair. So they'll definitely play favorites. I've noticed, and you should have probably noticed it too, unless if you already know. So if you're a famous person, they keep your they'll most likely won't do anything about your post. They'll just and but if you're but if you're not like a large big famous person, they'll mostly these are the people that they like to pick on and make things hard for us. So if you're basically or especially if they're because they are easy to get brainwashed, and especially stuff with Black Lives Matter and stuff. Yeah. So basically, anyone who said anything against anyone in who is using the media and the those people will literally swamp you. They'll try to take you down by number by number. Just they think, oh yeah, but we have a larger quantity, we can beat you, and well, there's always quality versus quantity. I always say quality first. So just because a large group, they think I of only a few people, then they think this large group they can win against this small group because they have a larger people in numbers, and but yeah, but when they're wrong and they hate to accept it, and they just call it those to get out of it saying racist and such. They'll swear at you and other foul language that they were trying to get out of. So this is why people really need to start listening and support the actual people, because yeah, they won't listen to the kids. They won't support people who actually know have a knowledge of the subject they're talking about, and they've got a positive mind. It doesn't have to be a certain gender or a race or or certain generation. And people shouldn't even really be picking on everybody or using their platform for supporting a negative movement. They shouldn't. and the media, they shouldn't be allowing the people that like get brainwashed, and the media shouldn't get brainwashed too, and think these people, they think differently, are bad. They don't. You sh- you shouldn't. So that's basically everything wrong with media, and listening to other people's perspectives on things. Uh, so I've provided a link down below to Nicole's channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.